1v1 Kolodny Fairmont RedxWings versus Crazyman. Lend Lease, some other commander, and Tank Hunter. Soviet Reserve? Yeah, Soviet Reserve Army. And Breakthrough, Fortifications, Scavenge. RedxWings on the right, Crazyman on the left. Overcommando West versus Soviets, obviously. So, gonna see double combat engineers into Penal Battalion, pretty standard RedxWings fare, versus Sternpiles going straight middle, throwing up some reinforced wire on the tank. Right here. Pretty standard openings from both players, or at least standard by RedxWings standards. First engagement for the south will go to these Sternpiles, which force away those combat engineers, and combat engineers plus Penal Battalion are heading north. Combat engineers will get building control. Penal Battalion should be maybe able to force away those Volksgrenadiers. Although charging over open ground, RedxWings may not want to do that, and I think at long range, Penals are pretty bad. They do charge into short range against those Volksgrenadiers, and even charging across open ground are fine. Volksgrenadiers will be forced to retreat. Sternpile is taking control of the south victory point right there. Penal Battalion charges into close range against those Volksgrenadiers. Might win. Looks like they're gonna lose though. They get flanked by a supporting squad right there and will be forced away. There's the M3 from RedxWings, making its way onto the battlefield. This Penal Battalion is engaging against Sternpiles right there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
I guess I could do that tightrope. I could be like, Lend-Lease, Soviet Reserve Army, Tank Hunter. I don't know. What Doth Life also has a point that they could just be like, oh, I wonder what's in that commander, and Google it. I don't think the burden is really on me to be like, here is what every single one of these commanders does every single time I do a cast. I mean, most people who like subscribe to my channel and like watch a lot of my casts probably know what all the commanders do by now. I don't know. I think it's probably fair to say that my my YouTube channel is not very noob friendly. It's really not. I mean, I know I do games of all skill levels, but at the same time, like, I also do like tournaments and stuff, so it's more focused towards the competitive audience, the hardcore quote-unquote audience. So I don't really go out of my way to help new players, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't really. I guess that's not really my target audience, I guess you could say. My target demographic. Combat engineers grabbing the victory point here in the south, and Volksgrenadiers are making their way towards the munitions. Sternpiles will cancel that mine briefly, chase away those combat engineers. There's a minesweeper on that squad, by the way. So Sternpiles grabbing the south. The M3 has finished receiving repairs right there. Combat engineers will move to get that munitions, and the cutoff has been taken by the flamethrower squad there in the north. That's a 3 Penal Battalion opening, by the way, from RedxWings. Volksgrenadiers will jump into this building, taking a little bit of pressure from the M3 right here, which is, I'm not sure what RedxWings is doing that maneuver. Okay. He'll pull back away, took light damage from the base defense. Maybe he was trying to scout tech. I'm not sure if he spotted that or not. Sternpiles with Volksgrenadier support. continue to take various territory over here. It's called scouting in all caps. Exactly, I got it. I got it. I got it before RedxWings said anything about it in chat. I'm proud of myself.
Supply lines have been cut.
I'm not sure, seriously though, I'm not sure if RedxWings did see that or not, so I'm not sure if he's aware that there's flak half, well now obviously he sees flak half track purchased, obviously, also again, as tier 1, he doesn't really have a counter to the flak half track now that it's on the field, but he has chosen tank hunter tactics, so he'll probably, be able to do something about this. He's only got one squad of conscripts though. So it may actually be difficult. He might consider a second squad for doubling up on PTRSs. Unless he's just going to try and kill that thing with the AT grenade swarm. Like Paul did last game. Could happen, I guess. Throwing down some stun mines with the combat engineers right there. Stun mines might help him deal with that thing. If it actually hits them. And those mines can be very difficult to sweep as OKW because of how horrible the minesweeper is. Flak half track chases away that. Ooh, what was that? Mine, I think. Yeah, mine. Hopefully, after that, Crazyman's going to purchase a minesweeper. It takes out 2 stern pile models, but it's not too big of a deal. The flak half track continues to defend the Soviet cutoff right there. RedxWings is rapidly losing map control pretty much everywhere. Folks Grenadiers taking control of the fuel and strategic points here in the north. Probably going to get that victory point next. M3 circling a little bit. RedxWings is getting a little contained. Gonna have to try and figure something out. He has gone with a second squad of conscripts, probably feeling he needs a little bit more PTRS firepower. There's the upgrade in the M3. He's probably gonna try and chase down that flak half track now. Combat engineers chase back into the base. Penal battalion eats half a burst. It will retarget to the M3, which is trying to get into medium range and circle strafe this thing to death. It's falling quite low. Conscripts jump out of the M3. No! Throw the grenade! Throw it! Oh, they fire one more time! Wow, that was so close. I thought they were gonna get wiped for sure. They get one more shot off with their PTRSs and the flak half track is destroyed. M3 will get back to the base safely as well. Folks Grenadiers retreating away from these penal battalions. Nicely played by RedxWings right there. He will be able to get some territory back under control as a result. Alright, since you begged for it so hard, RedxWings, I will make you moderator of my stream. $1. I am that easily bought. No, somebody's just trolling him. Soldiers ready. Conscripts retreat right there. Jaeger's taking control of the victory point there in the north. These squads taking control of various stuff in the south. Stun mine has gone down right there. Placing a mix of both stun mines and standard mines. Again, with the flak half track already dead, stun mines aren't gonna have much of an impact for a while. Tier 4 structure is going up right there, so Panzer II maybe. And I will continue to tote that I would like to see somebody try something other than flak half track against tank hunter tactics, because clearly it doesn't seem to work that well. While flak half track does seem like a pretty good go-to counter against tier 1, of course. It might be worth waiting a little bit on that purchase until you know what your opponent's commander is. If you see shock troops, then absolutely go flak half track. If you see guards, if you see conscripts with PTRSs, maybe try something else. because I would like to see a quick Sturm Tiger, maybe a Stuka against Tank Hunter Tactics. I think it could work pretty well, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, and I know that trying to wait too long on your first vehicle purchase also makes it harder to maintain any map control in the early game, but I kind of think that Crazyman had pretty good map control, so I don't know. RedxWings is going tier 4 as he always does, probably going to throw some SU-76s out soon. The Penal Battalion right here pushes away some Sturm Pios. And the scout car with PTRSs inside will move to support here in the center. Engagement for the north looks like it's going to go to Crazyman. Conscript's getting sniped by those Jaegers. And I think RedxWings just spotted the tier 4 structure right there. So he's going to have to do something about that. Since it's placed behind this shot blocker, it might be difficult for RedxWings to siege it unless he can get control of this general area and bombard it with SU-76s from there. Rocket Warfare in production for Crazyman to try and do something about that M3. And a munitions cache is going up to try and boost RedxWings' munitions income, maybe allow him to field that second PTRS and maybe allow for more stun mines. The stun mines cost 5 munitions, so they're not exactly expensive.
Supply sector under attack. We are as ready as we can be. Structure complete.
Oh, there's a salvage kit for RedxWings, and he's getting munitions, apparently. I think he's only getting munitions. Yeah, I don't really know how this works. I have no idea, like, what you get for salvaging stuff. I have no idea why a flag half-track wreck gives you munitions, but, like, a Tiger or T-34 wreck gives you fuel and manpower, so that was weird. Seems like it gave him a lot. He probably almost got his full 100 munitions back that that he had to spend to unlock this thing. I don't really know. I have no idea how that works. If only the UI gave you any indication whatsoever, like what was happening.
The fascists are attacking. Do not let them contact. You have done what you were told.
Well, what doth life? I mean, clearly he just got munitions and no fuel or manpower at all. So, like, I don't think it's random. I think it's just depends on what the vehicle is, I guess. Flank half-track appears to give munitions based on what we just saw. I don't know, though. It might be RNG. I'd have to see it more. There's the Panzer II from Crazyman. We'll chase away that Penal Battalion squad, and this one might be able to pick up a wipe right here. I don't know. SU-76 on the field, though. We'll be able to chase that thing away. Probably be able to get that to safety. SU-76 is also going to disengage. Rocket Warfare is set up here in this house. Ooh, narrowly missed. Oh no, that's a shoot mine. Pretty dangerous to engage with such low health. That could go down. SU-76 shot hits some stuff right there. Jaeger's engaging against conscripts. They do have green cover. No Molotov research from RedxWings, so he's probably going to lose this engagement slowly. Not sure he's... I mean, I think he's monitoring this. I guess he just wants to try and get the point captured. SU-76 is bombarding the building, almost destroying it. Rocket Warfare will have to reposition out to safety. Conscripts will retreat away from those Jaegers, which will move to take control of the victory point. You can't salvage this thing, can you? Probably not. PTRSs and Panzer Shreks sniping each other in this engagement. Volksgrenadiers fall low and will retreat.
Scout car. You have orders for us? The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
That squad retreats right there, and Penal Battalion is taking control of the munitions point. Stern Pio throwing down a shoe mine.
Ready to go, comrades.
Looks like the Looks hit a mine here in the south, is going to pull back with the damaged engine. Penal Battalions are trying to provide vision. They're probably going to take a bit of manpower bleed here. One of them has access to URA.
Fresh meat has arrived.
RedxWings is searching for it here in the south, where he will not find it. It is going to get to safety, and Panzerschrecks have arrived to push away that Su-76. One connects, has to pull back to safety. It wants to try and kill that Looks. It's going to use a high explosive barrage against it, but the shot misses, and now it's going to pull back completely, trying to play safe. Meanwhile, Jaegers are falling very low to that Penal Battalion. They're about to retreat through at least one flamethrower. Not sure if they're going to survive this retreat path. And they will not. Jaegers are wiped. Penal Battalion here may want to get out of here eventually, though. Another Su-76 on the field is bombarding that Rakettenwerfer to try and put pressure on it. And here in the north, PTRS conscripts will take control of the victory and strategic points.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Strafblatt needs orders. Construction is complete. You need something built? It is now under our control. Who needs engineers when you have strong Soviet backs? Area secured. We have the upgrade. Engineer standing by. You needed fire support?
RedxWings is sad that this is like meta now.
We are targeted.
He's like, I don't want people to see me playing meta. I did this back when I was hipster. Now everybody's gonna think that I've gone mainstream. Looks is engaging against some infantry up here in the north. There goes that squad. Pretty good burst. These two squads are dealing pretty great damage against those Obersoldaten in green cover. PTRS should be able to push that Panzer II away. It's falling pretty low. And again, I feel like this unit's not that... It's great against Penal Battalions, clearly. It wiped one earlier as well. But I don't think it's very good against tank hunter tactics, because tank hunter tactics is basically the best anti-light vehicle commander I can even think of. But yeah, it can't engage for very long before it has to pull back for repairs. Even the Su-76s are a very serious threat to it. Both are going to bombard the Tier 4 structure. Man, look at that. Crazy damage. I feel like a standard mortar from Soviet Tier 2 is more dangerous. Although, to be fair, if you got those Su-76s down here to where they could auto-fire against it, it would be a pretty serious problem. I also don't know if tracking gives it enough of a vision increase to where it can engage against that thing without being shot at back. We'll have to test that if RedxWings, hopefully RedxWings will show us this game. I don't know. We'll see.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. You need screening troops. You need something for the good of the Soviet Union. If we die, you die. They are not real soldiers.
A derp. Would I be willing to watch an 8-point comeback play by noobs? Yeah. All skill levels are welcome here. That is well documented.
Contact with the enemy infantry.
I will at some point get off here. I haven't bothered to upload today's games to YouTube because they were pretty
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
not that interesting. That demo charge. Apparently RedxWings is not going to detonate that. He must have vision of that. Maybe he doesn't feel quite confident enough that that's a wiper. He's just too busy microing his Su-76s. He does have a bit of a traffic jam right here on his M3. Trying to get to safety slowly. We'll succeed in doing so eventually. Tier 3 going up in Red Wings base now. Wait, what was that? Oh, the M3 died. Oops. Although, maybe that was intentional. Now Red Wings can salvage that. I don't know what he'll get out of that. Probably not anything spectacular, but he's on his way with the salvage kit. Penal Battalion chased away from the south by the Panzer II right there. Jaeger Light's taking control of the center VP, and this Volksgrenadier squad is going to get control of the munitions. Victory points pretty strong in Crazy Man's favor. There was the demo charge. Volksgrenadier squad does get wiped. Nice wipe. Looks like he's getting manpower from this and fuel. No munitions. So M3 appears to give manpower and fuel in a pretty reasonable quantity. Interesting.
Isolated sector. We have fallen to 100 points. Do not let this trend continue.
Penal Battalion taking control of the victory point here in the middle. One squad heading north against these Oversoldaten, and SU-76s are moving to engage again here in the middle.
Your predecessor died a hero. We are losing territory.
I'm pretty sure it got a lot of, I'm pretty sure he got a decent amount of manpower out of that. Like, I don't know how much he had before he started salvaging. I mean, first of all, it's just a scout car. He's not going to get like a ton of manpower out of salvaging that. Its original cost is only 190. So if he could get more than 190 manpower out of salvaging it, that would just be stupid. He probably got around like half. I don't know. I don't know how much he got. You'd have to like, once I upload the YouTube video, you can probably rewind and watch and like try and figure out exactly how much he got. He got like a tiny bit of fuel too, but again, it's a 15 fuel vehicle, so obviously he can't get more than 15 fuel back or it would just be broken. SU-76 hits a shoe mine up here. Red Wings is currently trying to crush these overs with his SU-76s. They will retreat away from the engagement. Penal Battalion should be able to get that captured. Paul, the indicator it shows on the screen doesn't mean anything. That basically is not useful information in any way. The only thing that indicator tells you is what kind of resource you're getting. It doesn't really tell you anything about how much resources you're getting. I think he probably got like a little fuel, but I don't know how much. Ostwind on the field here from Crazy Man, going straight down the center road low. There's a stun mine right there, and there's also a standard mine. SU-76 receiving repairs up here is in a little danger from those Volksgrenadiers. Penal Battalion might be able to protect. High explosive barrage gets a pretty decent amount of damage right there, but doesn't kill anything. SU-76 is going to die if it doesn't retreat right now. It's probably dead. Oh! Or it's not dead, it'll wipe the squad. Wow. Gambled and won big time right there. I can't even believe that just happened. Oh no, the Ostwind is coming for sweet revenge though. I am pretty sure both of these SU-76s are... Actually, I don't know what's going to happen. Two PTRS conscripts just showed up. This crush maneuver could be huge. SU-76 firing from behind. It's got engine damage. It's going in a little too hard and it's destroyed. It's destroyed and Red Wings is going to salvage the wreck right here. Alright. When Red Wings goes to salvage this with his thingy... Wait, where is this? Where is it? There it is. Alright, when it goes to salvage this, I want to watch it in slow motion and we'll very carefully examine how much resources he gets. Okay, here he goes. Alright, so Red Wings currently is at 550 manpower, 33 fuel, 227 munitions. Okay, he starts salvaging. It appears the resource type he's getting is manpower. So 500 some and 30... Wow, he just got a big fuel boost right there. So watch carefully. We'll see how much resources he has by the time he's done taking control of this. There's an engagement happening in the south. Looks like that Minesweeper just got wiped. And Penal Battalion moving center. T-34 moving to take control of that. Continues to salvage. Wrecks at about a quarter. Already up to 70-some fuel right there. 675 manpower. Yeah, he's getting big chunks of resources here. Big chunks. I think he's maybe gotten like 100-some manpower out of this and like 50 fuel. Looks like about 150 manpower-ish. And a lot of fuel. So, yeah, he got a lot of value out of that. Crazy Man just handed RedxWings a lot of resources. Pretty good value. Pretty good value on that upgrade for RedxWings so far this game.
We must hold the enemy. We are down to our last 25 points. Combat engineers are standing by.
Well, I mean, I guess, Paul, but like, you're not gonna sit there staring and counting every single one of those little ticks. It's not like, for example, when you do withdraw and refit and mechanized, it tells you exactly what you got back if you pay attention and like watch the screen. All in one burst. I think I would like the Soviet salvage better if it just waited until you finished salvaging the thing and then gave you all the resources at once, so it would be a little more clear exactly what just happened. Huge engagement for the South, by the way. It just wiped like everything. Conscript Squad barely even got away. Meanwhile, T-34 engaging in the middle pushes away those Oversoldaten. It's 75% for everything, except for the WC-51, which only gives 5 fuel back and 217 manpower. Both of those numbers are like totally random. I have no idea why they chose 25% fuel and like 87% for manpower, or whatever that equates to. Panzer II gets destroyed by the Su-76s right there. Nice pickup. Penal battalions engaging in the south push away the Sturmpiles right there. Su-76 is barraging the Kettenwerfer. Will push that away as well. Oh, that demo. That could be bad. RedxWings is going to try and bait a little, but there's no cover here or anything. Yeah, he just blows it up and tries to seal the deal with the T-34 right there. RedxWings only has 3 victory points left. Wow, I didn't even notice that. How does he have only 3 VPs? Wow. He does wipe the Jaegers here in the north, though. Volksgrenadiers going into close range against the combat engineers right there to try and get the victory points going against RedxWings. Volksgrenadiers taking the center victory point as well. T-34 and PTRS conscripts will be able to push away those Volksgrenadiers. They're wiped. Late retreat. OKW Army getting really small here. Crazy Man, I feel like he's making a lot of mistakes because the victory points are so low. Not playing as carefully as maybe he should be. RedxWings is going to barrage the retreat path of those Oversoldaten and hope for a lottery win. She does not really get. Although Stern Pioneers are walking up through the barrage, also take no damage at all. Going for a crush maneuver on these Volksgrenadiers with the Su-76s, and we'll be able to force the retreat. Penal Battalion taking control of the munitions, and the victory points are still in RedxWings' control, if only very narrowly. Another Volksgrenadier squad should be forced to retreat right here as well. This might be the worst vehicle for trying to crush within the game. Maybe the Jackson is worse, I don't know. Clearly it's difficult. But eventually, with 2 of them. Volksgrenadiers are forced away. PTRS's snipe 1 on retreat. Flamethrower might crit the last one to death. There they go. Free Panzerschreck for Red Wings. Stern Pios are going to try and take control of the south victory point here, doing good damage to that penal battalion, and it will retreat. Su-76s are moving to counter, but the center VP is being taken simultaneously, so Red Wings still has victory point control. Still in a pretty good situation, but he needs to manage the map very carefully and perfectly, basically, from this point forward. If he loses victory point control at all, probably lose the game.
Fire support! Eyes up! Enemy flanking us! Infantry attacking!
T-34 going in on the Obersoldaten right there. Wow, these flame crits! That's 2 squads wiped now. Oh, that shoe mine though. That could be a dead T-34 if it gets 1 more shot off. Use attack round in the fog. Fire! Fire! Doesn't have vision and he's not attacking ground. He's too busy worrying about this engagement for the south. PTRS conscripts will probably win against these Panzerschreck Volksgrenadiers unless they get some miracle Panzerschreck RNG, which doesn't look like they're going to. Salvage upgrade Common Engineers arrive to repair that T-34 right there. Might get sniped by this Panzerschreck squad though. Rakettenwerfer has been forced away by the penal battalion here in the middle. And Su-76s are unable to save the T-34. Alright, let's watch in slow motion again. He had 220 and 61 when he starts salvaging. It looks like he's getting fuel, and it looks like he's getting manpower again. Yeah, he's getting fuel and manpower. 220 and 60 when he starts.
Weapon team back to full strength.
400 and 112 when he ends, so that gives a lot of fuel. That gives a lot of fuel. That's pretty good. Doesn't seem like it gives like that much manpower compared to how much fuel it gives. It gives a lot of fuel back. It's pretty cool. That time I didn't see any numbers, by the way. I didn't even see any numbers pop up at all. He just like got the resources, so I don't even get it.
Under fire! Flanking attack! Infantry attacking in force!
Ooh, pretty good spread right there. Grenade brings the squad low and will retreat. Su-76s don't hit anything else. Flamethrower squad forces away those Volksgrenadiers there in the south.
Behind the shield! Stay down! Gänsemarsch! Protects the flank!
Flamethrower forces away the Rakettenwerfer, and Crazyman is down to just 2 Volksgrenadier squads from Pios and 2 Rakettenwerfers. He has a lot of victory points left, but hardly any army. Anti-tank bomb strike just got dropped on his tier 4, which will destroy it.
Council Cooper command has been lost. Dispatching a mobile HQ vehicle. Flamethrower! Covering fire! Gotcha! Gotcha!
Flamethrower engaging against these Stern Pios here in the middle. And they'll be forced to retreat. Lots of defenses being planted here in the north. Stun mines, demo charge on the VP, Penal Battalion and T-34 available to defend. Red Wings is going to burn the building down to prevent the deployment of Jaegers right there. Crazyman does have a little bit of floating manpower, so I think he might be thinking he's going to try to deploy Jaegers in conjunction with a big push on another victory point or something. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to make it to King Tiger, but he doesn't really have any fuel coming in. It's still pretty far away. 270 fuel. Pretty hard to get to. Or 260 fuel would be pretty hard to get to with only 8 fuel coming in per minute. I don't think he has that many VPs left. 2 T-34s are diving him and are probably going to wipe that squad. There it goes. Jaegers try to deploy out of that building, but get flamethrowered to death. And are forced to retreat as well. Rakettenwerfer will get to safety, and Crazyman doesn't think he can take this game, and Red Wings wins barely with 3 victory points remaining. We saw some interesting stuff this game. We got to learn a little bit about how salvage works, I think. The flak half-track apparently gives munitions. I don't know if that's guaranteed or random. I'd like to see that reproduced. And, yeah. Tier 4 and Tier 3 use this game, by the way, as well. Su-76s used pretty good effect. We saw some miracle wipes. We saw anti-tank bomb run destroy that stuff, so pretty fun stuff. Good game. Allies win.